Oh, it's everything. It's everything. If there's no trust, at the end of the day, they've been playing golf since they were 10 years old, and we're the ones who've got to try and convince them that we don't believe what they're doing is correct. I mean, they could still shoot great scores without us, no question. But it's to get into the really top level of going against each other and making one decision can cost you a golf tournament. So you've got to be on it the whole time. And when they do change their mind and it goes off well, then the trust begins starting there. So just gotta hope you don't mess up. I grew up playing at Wentworth with a few lads that actually made it onto tour. Ross Fisher, Sevy Benson, Steve Brown. We were all in the same junior team, and one of them asked me to come out and work for it. It was Sevy actually. Sevy asked me to go and work for him in the South African Open, and I came out and we had a couple of good results and loved the lifestyle and thought it was the next best thing to play. I've been lucky enough to be with some really, really good players. I had a win with Matthew Fitzpatrick at the British Masters. We had a 7th at the Masters, which was that's the best finish I've had in a major. First time there, it was always a career goal to go to the Masters. That was pretty much why I started doing it. Just the white boiler suit and the green, the azaleas and everything. I had to go there. So that was one of the biggest ones. Won a team event with Lucas Beauregard and Torbjorn Olesen at the Sixes. That was good fun, and obviously Andy this last 2 years has been great. Getting back to almost 50th in the world again. We're getting his first win in 5 years, and that made it all worthwhile. I think it's changed over the years. I think if we speak to the lads who have been out here forever, it was as far as sitting in the car park and waiting for people to turn up back in the day. As the times have gone further, it's more, you go on the lesser tours, the challenge tours and the Alps, and you pick up a reputation or whatever and sort of go from there and just work your way up really. You just got to keep doing events and keep gaining experience. Really, the tournament days are just getting our head down into the tournament. The only thing that changes is that they put little dots out for us the next day, so we can sort of do the prep for the next day where the flags are going to be. Other than that, no, just you've got a lot of things to juggle. You're always thinking about where the wind is and where the next shot is, and trying to keep your man's head on half the time. So yeah, just juggling all those three at the same time. I think that's the hardest part of the job, of when to, you can say the same thing but in a different time of the round, and it could be perfect, it could be awful. You've got to know when to. But then, I suppose getting to know your person and knowing when they need that, if something's not going great, and when they need a pep talk or when they need a slap up the bum, as it is, or a shouting out, or how some people react. But everyone's different, and that's the beauty of the job. You can work for one guy and they'll respond completely different to how someone else is. So it's just learning and trial and error, I suppose, the first few weeks. You know what you can get away with, and you know how to push your boundaries. It's become a lot easier now because we've got, Andy's got his own mental coach, which I'm in on every lesson that he has, I suppose. So I've learned a lot from him, and then taking what I've heard from him out into the course, and this is my 12th season out now, so you learn stuff. The old lads have paved the way for us. It's some of the stuff you learn from those guys that you can, little nuggets here and there, that just little words that can just change whole situations around. We owe a lot to them. I look up to them a lot and learn most of my stuff from them.